You already see the title. You already see the thumbnail. I'm not gonna waste none of y'all time, so let's get straight into it.
As I started to get into bodybuilding, I realized this sport is not for the female gaze at all. I'm about saying you get less women once you start bodybuilding. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Especially if you're good at bodybuilding, if you're really big, you probably get no women. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think women prefer a more slim, athletic body. Once you get to seeing your real depths pop through your shirt, I think you're cooked, buddy.
I was about to say, cause I ain't gonna lie, when he said it's not, I thought when I read the title at first when it was talking about women don't like men who work out, I was gonna completely disagree. But after hearing that explanation, I can kind of understand that, because even with having conversations with women and stuff like that, I've heard them talk about not necessarily liking the overly just, the overly yoked. But that's not even what I refer to when I hear like workout. I'm thinking slim athletic, like an athletic build. You know what I'm saying? You still mobile, you still can move, but you got some cuts. You know what I'm saying? You can tell you take care of yourself, you eat right, and you work out your muscles. Not something that you just. So yeah, after hearing this explanation, I do get it, because he's saying bodybuilding. But after reading the title, I was like, But let's keep going.
Like, for instance, one time I hit this girl up. She was looking good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm a pretty handsome guy. I can pull a girl. So I DM her, and she texts me back, and I quote, "Boy, your big ass is not finna crush me. Get your ass on." I was hurt. I ain't even gonna
I
lie.
ain't gonna lie, from what I can see so far, he don't look like no OD bodybuilder. He look like he got like the slim athletic build. From what I can see, he look like that's, you know what I'm saying. And I really just think what she had said was banter. That's really just an opening for banter. Like, man, your big ass ain't about to crush me. But it's like, what you mean my big ass? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Elaborate. Make her elaborate on it. Like, that could have just been like a opportunity for some banter or something like that. I wouldn't have took that too serious, but you know what I'm saying?
I started thinking about slimming down. So let me tell you right now, if you really gonna commit to bodybuilding, you just gotta love it. It's as simple as that. There's no getting women in this. But to the women who do love us bodybuilders, salute to you, for real.
So first and foremost, one thing people need to understand is not everybody's gonna like the things that you do, and not everybody's gonna understand the things that you do. I'm gonna give you a perspective of how I felt about men that worked out before I started getting into the gym. I've been working out for like 6 years on and off. But when I first started getting into working out, I used to think that men that had really big bodies and all that and like really worked out, I thought their bodies were crunchy. I know that sounds crazy to say, but you think that their bodies aren't
Crunchy is crazy.
soft because it looks hard on the exterior. But then when you get with a gym bro, or you have your first boyfriend that's, big and stuff like that, you realize that it's not true. It's just a fallacy. There's many reasons why women don't like men that are like that. One, a lot of women are very insecure. So when you date a guy who's super hot and gets a lot of attention or looks a certain way, women don't like to feel like a guy.
Now that's what I was gonna get to eventually, but she kind of said it on the nail. And I feel like it works the opposite way too. When a dude end up getting with a girl that he probably don't feel like he belong with, I'd be like, how did you even get with her in the first place? Unless she just liked you. But yeah, I get what she going. Off the rip, I kind of already, you know what I'm saying? I kind of understand that.
Guy is superior to them look wise. That's why women would rather date medium ugly and things like that, because they think you're gonna cheat. Another reason why women don't like bodybuilders, and I feel like this is not talked about, there are great men that are gym bros. I have seen it, I have been around them, and I love gym bros. But there's some of you guys that your whole aesthetic is your body. Like, there's men that I've seen that their whole profile it's not even you showing your body, it's you with thirst traps. And there's a difference of you showing your body, doing the little lat spread. I'm proud of y'all. And when I say this wholeheartedly, I'm proud of you. I understand how hard it is to build a physique. I was super skinny, y'all, and built myself legs and a butt. I never had nothing. I was built like a little Barbie doll.
So when it comes to putting in work in the gym, that is a very consistent thing you got to do, and it's strenuous. Like, that's tough. I'm in the process of trying to do it right now, and I was saying, but yeah, that's tough.
I admire you guys wholeheartedly because that's hard work. But from somebody who doesn't work out, watching a guy constantly post thirst traps with those weird videos, and like I said, I wish I could show certain.
I ain't like he's saying that, but what about it? It's way more women that do that. And they don't put in even half the work sometimes. There's some women out there that's in crazy shape. But what about for the women that's out there that just posting their butt, they thighs all the time with the whoop? And that's like majority. It feels like that's what's majority of Instagram. If you just go on your Instagram and go to your explore page, and on just a brand new page. So yeah, but I get what she's saying though. I'm not against it. If somebody worked that hard for their body, hey, show it off how you want to show it off. That's just my opinion. Man or woman, however you want to show it off, hey, that you put in that work. So I feel you.
Content creators.
When I get the body I want, I ain't no promises out that I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud. But first I got to get there. We'll see after that.
But I'm not trying to out nobody, but there's some guys out here that they use their body and they're douchey. And that's all they care about is, yeah,
that's definitely not what's up. Like, you shouldn't use having a good physique as for a reason to just be like a straight up asshole. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand somebody, you might walk around like ego, dude, but you got to kind of know how to tame that. You got to know how to use that in conversation. Or like when to turn it off when talking to certain people, whoop-de-whoop. So I get where she's coming from. Certain people just kind of give off the wrong vibe and they can't really read the room. You still got to have great communication skills and know how to read the conversation of what's going on and how to present yourself in a certain, while still being true to yourself in a sense.
I'm a gym bro. Yeah, you wish you could be. There's guys that are very douchey, and I hate that guys act like they don't know that and you don't see that. Just like there's men out here who don't date super hot women. Why? Because those women will make you feel inferior to them. Some people don't like people with really high confidence, and there's.
I probably wouldn't date him. You right with that, but I probably started off and nail her ass to the bed. I don't even know why I was really gonna go with that, but I get what she's saying about like not dating him. I probably wouldn't. I'm not gonna say I would. It would just depend on how she said, how she act, because it could be super hot or they can be medium, whoop de whoop. I don't know. I gotta think about that, but I do get it that like how you move and how you present yourself is extremely important.
There's a difference from confidence and cocky. There's some people in the gym space that are definitely super cocky and they'll treat other people like crap. No man, no woman wants to be with.
But people perceive that differently. Some people can perceive your confidence as being narcissistic. And sometimes you gotta just let that rain, like you gotta just let that rock. Some people, if you're not extremely humble, then you're narcissistic for some people. So how you can't maneuver around like, oh, confident here, but this person might think my confidence. So I advise people, don't even worry about that. Just be confident. So just be confident. You ain't got time to be walking around trying to understand how each person is going to engage with your confidence. I just say straight up be confident. Now have a sense of humbleness to you. You know what I'm saying? Analyze a certain situation. If you like say for a gym bro, you see a little scrawny person, don't. You know what I'm saying? He probably already looking at you a certain type of way. You can be humble in those situations. But when it's time. You with your other bros who whoop and y'all hyping each other up. Oh yeah, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a time and place for everything.
With a man who's gonna critique them over everything they eat, and I'm pretty sure we've all been around that one gym bro. They'll be like, "Oh, you're eating that, you fatty." Y'all, we've been around men like that. That's why they don't like it. And another thing too, some women don't like that look because it looks too stocky. I personally don't mind. If you're Chris Bumstead, cool. If you're built like Shizzy, whew, cool. If you're built, a little bit slimmer, Wiz Khalifa, cool. I think so many different looks are attractive, but that's me. I can't speak.
Facts. Regarding females' bodies, there are a great amount of like different looks that I think are very attractive. It's not just one look. Just straight up in the black community without me even involving any other race. There's a multitude of black girls. They all look different, completely different, completely, and can be built different and have a good build. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me including that on top of the other races too, because I don't discriminate. If you take care of yourself, you clean, and you look good, hey, you might better make something happen.
Speak for a lot of women, but again, a lot of women don't like these things because of that reason. And again, I think a lot of men should lead more with their personalities. People should. Yes, y'all, looks matter. Yes, looks get you in the door, but I'm telling you, keeping somebody around, it's going to be all based off of your personality and you as a man. And like I said,
completely agree. 100% agree. 100%.
I feel like some men and women, this goes for both genders, a lot of you guys built physiques and that's all you guys talk about. And have you ever been around that one person that's like, oh, nobody ever wanted me when I was small, this and that, but I never even knew you when you were small. So what does that have to do with me? I
Yeah. People do walk around with that chip on their shoulder, and I understand it to a sense, but at the same time, it's like some people never did know you, so it's like how can you can't necessarily hold that person to that standard. But at the same time, you do have a level of understanding based off once you learn that person. So, but some people don't. A lot of people, not some. A lot of people don't gauge it the right way. You gotta just know there's a finesse. There's a finesse to everything, especially with conversation. That's why it's valued so much. It's a finesse to everything. It's just how you gauge it. That's how you gauge it. But I understand exactly where she's coming from.
When people do that, like, oh, they have that like syndrome of like everybody was against you. Yeah, maybe the people you were around treated you like crap, but I never knew you big or small. So I'm treating you with all the love and affection. Does that make sense? I'm telling y'all, get around some people sometimes and you'll see exactly why women don't like some of these gym bros. And like I said, I've been around douchey ass men where you're like, why do you talk like that? Why do you act like that? And they act like they're the best thing coming around. And it's like, dude, you have a nice physique, okay. What more do you have? It's the same thing with some men who are 6 foot. That's all they do is lead with, I'm 6 foot something, okay? Anything else you contribute to the party?
So yeah, you gotta know how to play, especially if you 6 foot. First of all, you couldn't control that. You just became 6 foot, so which is good. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you under that, you still taller than 90, almost 95+% of the women. So that's just women that be put in. But if you already 6+, right, bro, you're gonna be 6+ regardless. So you ain't even gotta lead with that. It's gonna come up in conversation, and just present it in the most humble way. Yeah, that's simple. Like, bro, it's just like I said, it's just the way you gauge it. At least in my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
I mean, if a woman was doing the same thing, women do it too. They'll show their physiques and show their buns and all that stuff, and they have nothing else to offer. I love people.
Women do that a lot. To me, in my opinion, way more than man. Probably, I mean, I ain't looking to see that through a man, but just based on what I can see, how people present themselves on social media, I definitely see that way more with women. They literally are getting paid millions of dollars. A lot of them are. Not everyone, because we just seen the stats from OnlyFans and stuff, whoopty whoop, but it's a lot that lead with that.
Who go to the gym, this is no slander or no hate, but this is the reason why a lot of women don't like guys who go to the gym. When you start going to the gym and shitting on other people and treating them like crap, nobody's gonna like you. I'm telling you that right now.
And that's the point. You go to the gym, you better yourself, and you don't shit on people. You shit on the people that's shitting on people. That'll make you look even better. You don't just shit on people. Shit on the bully. Don't become the bully. Bully the bully. You know what I'm saying? Shit's simple, bro. The shit is simple. I don't understand why people don't get it. But hey, the more people that don't get it, the better it is for the people that do get it. Right? That's the name of the game. That's life.
These protein pancakes are hitting y'all. Look, even with the crispy edges.
I just had a turkey burger too. That's funny. And she eating pancakes.
So me personally, work on your personality. Make sure that you're somebody women want to be around. And again, you do things for yourself. If you want to have a really huge physique, do that. But don't be doing it for the female gaze, because I'll tell you right now, it depends on the woman, on what she likes. Yes, there are women who like really jacked up dudes.
Facts. The same way it's a whole lot of dudes that love extremely fat women. Extremely fat women. It's dudes that like that. Girls, they don't take care of themselves at all. They say they stay on top of themselves with cleaning themselves. Say for themselves, they got good hygiene, but they eat whatever. They don't work out, so they extremely fat. Smell good, clean, but extremely fat. And there's some men that they love it. Like that's them. That's what it is for them, and they can be in great shape. You know what I'm saying? It's just beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That is so true. It's so true. It's just what it is. Just what it is.
I sure do. I love jacked up dudes. I love skinny dudes. I like guys who are medium. I don't really care. My biggest thing is as long as the guy works out and takes care of his physique, that's my biggest thing. You could be shaped however, but that's my personal thing. You have to go to the gym. If I'm going to the gym 24/7, I want the same thing in you. But I hope this helps.
Great video, amazing video. Go subscribe to her, show her love on everything she got going on. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Binge watch the rest of the videos on the channel. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.